Welcome back to Shaman King 2021 Anime Review, episode number 25. This is discussing the 25th episode of the reboot anime, Great Omaja. I think I see pronounce it. Ho Asakura. Yeah, it's a weird title for this episode. And like last week's episode, it only covered 4 chapters of the manga. No, seriously, that's how much it covered. Like 4 freaking chapters. 140 to 143. And I'm thinking, really? That's it? Yes. Now, I should point out something though. There's a flashback scene in the episode. I thought this was anime original when I saw this in the pilot episode right back in May. But, excuse me. It turns out it's actually from chapters 142 and 143. I'm like, really? Well, it's a flashback. We started off when we picked up last week where Ho Ashura survives the explosion that was supposed to kill him last week's episode. And we see that he takes the 3 souls of the X-Laws, X3, that's the team. And he has his, he also is seeing that his great spirit, which was fire, transformed the water. And then we have the mysterious man in the bird mask, who actually is Yo's father. They actually explain why the heck he wears a damn mask. Basically, he's explaining about the elements, which I think the scene, from what I can tell from the manga reading this, the scene is completely unoriginal. As far as I can tell, it is. Yeah, it explains about the elements and how the fact this particular one can actually transform. And then we have the sign that says, match is postponed due to rebuilding the stage. I'm like, okay. Alright. So Pat's trying to have a conversation about Ho. And then we see the announcer, who obviously survived. He's talking to Silva. And he looks like he's giving Silva this particular ability about Ho's movements. And he doesn't want to give it to him, so he just uses his spirit, one of his spirits, to take it from him, and it's revealed Silva has got the blood of Ho Ashura in his veins. And then we see 2 members of the Patch Tribe noticing, oh, we got a traitor I missed. And that's that. Seems like some of the stuff is complete anime original stuff. So, and then we have, first we have at the stadium, where Anna reveals that Ho is actually Yo's ancestor. And then later on, of course, then they have all the guys go fishing at this they go to the beach. Yes, the beach. And there's steps behind them. I will give that. The steps behind them actually are not in the manga. Those were actually added into the anime. Well, they're all, or basically have Yo fishing, or Manta is recovered from seeing the massacre of 3 people again. So, by the way, where the heck is Faust? Yeah, he's nowhere to be seen this scene. And if you're curious, though, was he in the manga? No, he is. He just complete absent for no explained reason. So, pretty much as soon as, of course, Yo explains that Ho, this guy here, this version of Ho, is his big brother. And here's the thing. Ryu probably knew about that already, but the biggest person was shocked was Haruho. Ren basically doesn't give a damn about that at all. Nope, Manta, of course, upset. He runs away and bumps into Anna. Now, in the manga, it was basically she was walking the ground. Like she just walked straight to her. In the anime, he's running up steps, and then he runs Anna. Which, that's interesting. Yes, it's still the same scene, same dialogue, except they changed where the positioning was. And then it's revealed, then we see, Yo told him that he's actually his brother. And later we see a limo, which, by the way, in the manga, is actually going a different direction. Yeah, they changed this in the anime for some reason. I'm not really sure why. In the manga, it's facing, backwards, and it's going to the right. In the anime, it's going a completely different direction. And, then we have somebody talking to Anna, where he basically is, a little surprised the fact that Yo to everybody. And the person actually is Yo's grandfather. Yep, haven't seen him several episodes. And of course, they drive along, and we have the flashback that we saw in the pilot episode, which I'm kind of surprised is from chapter 142 and 43. And it plays out exactly the way it did back in the pilot. Excuse me. It probably makes more sense, but here, like, it seems quite odd, though, that they reused the same scene again. I mean, from what I can tell, it looks like stock footage they just simply used from the actual episode because they basically readapted this flashback for this episode, even though they last used it back in episode 1. Yep. And then, of course, the episode ends with seeing Yo in his modern day attire, with his Shaman King fight outfit. Him, of course, being, well, trying to be very relaxive. And that's the episode. It's a good episode, definitely. The changes were fine, per se. I had no really problem with the changes. And they actually added some stuff in it, which I thought that was quite neat. Yes, I didn't mind the additions they made here. Not really, no. But it's a good episode. And next week marks the halfway point of the series. Yep, halfway point. Yes, episode number 26, which airs next week on the... I think it's going to be the 7th. Yes, on the 7th of October, we are going to have the episode air. Oh, and before I end this video, there's been one series I've been curious when the heck it's going to come back, and that's Yashahime and Princess Half Demon. It's coming back next month, and I heard the release date it was going to be October 2nd, which I'm like, okay. So expect to see this series to come back. It's basically going to premiere in just 2 days. Like, wow, that's something. So expect to see the first review of this thing in about 3 weeks, because it takes 3 weeks for Funimation to release the dub over here. Yes, so probably not until October 22nd when I'm probably going to start reviewing this thing. Unless, of course, they have already released the dubbed over here. If they have released the dub, I'll watch it. If not, I'll wait. But it's probably going to be on Friday, just like last time. So that series coming back. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so that's it for Cycle Review. Next up, more Super Sentai. And I'm definitely going to do it tonight. Like last night, we didn't get time to. Tonight, I definitely will. Okay? But next video. Bye.